Hey everyone, welcome to my first long form video in a while, honestly. Today I'm going to be bringing back something. I'm going to be drawing dinosaurs from a wheel with over 1,000 species on it. Now, some of my earlier fans will remember this wheel from my original short series with the same premise. Whatever the wheel lands on is what I draw. And from the 6 episodes that I release, I've drawn Zephyrosaurus, Nanyangosaurus, Hexenlosaurus, Troirodon, Volchimeria, and Australopithecus. Now, unfortunately, that series meant an untimely end, as an issue with the laptop storing all the footage from the series, including drawings of Fulangia, a basal sauropodomorph, and Puertosaurus, a sauropod, had a technical issue and I lost all of the unreleased footage and what I thought was the wheel itself. I opted to end the series there, because it would have been a lot of work to remake the whole wheel and redraw those dinosaurs, which I didn't really have time for. I planned on just sticking with my current Drawing Your Request series until a few months ago when I got this comment. It got me thinking, firstly about the fact that people actually cared enough to watch and want to use the wheel for their own artwork. Secondly, it reminded that maybe the wheel wasn't lost to time because I thought I had made an account with the wheel website, and once I finally remembered my password, I was able to access the wheel again, and I'm able to use it again and show you guys. So here we are, with a full wheel of 1,168 species and an eagerness to draw whatever 3 animals it throws at me. I'm ready. Are you? Alrighty, let's give her a spin. Our first animal is Bonapartenicus, which is a small theropod with only one claw on each hand from the late Cretaceous. This little dinosaur was native to what is now Argentina, being found geographically close to Abelisaur, Titanosaur, Hadrosaurid, and Ankylosaurid fossils, living in a coastal estuarine environment alongside these considerably larger animals. Most depictions of this animal give it feathers. I'm going to go ahead and give this guy a fluffy coat. Bonapartenicus was an alvarezsaurid theropod, which is a group known for only possessing one large claw on each hand, which was likely used for breaking into termite nests to get to the tasty inhabitants. Alvarezsaurids are part of the group Maniraptora, which encompasses ornithomimids, who are their closest relative, dromaeosaurs, so raptors, oviraptorids, troodontids, and birds themselves. Bonapartenicus was originally classified by a partial skeleton and some nearby fossilized eggs. These eggs have now been reclassified to a different species of alvarezsaurid called Areagoduthalus, which is a mouthful to say the least. Contrary to my initial beliefs, this animal was not named after the French military commander Napoleon Bonaparte, but rather the Argentinian paleontologist José F. Bonaparte, a man who discovered a wide variety of animals in Argentina, being incredibly influential to their fossil findings. Bonapartenicus was 2.5 to 3 meters long in life and weighed 43 to 72 kilograms. That's 100 times shorter than the Eiffel Tower is tall, and 170 times as heavy as a standard can of chili. I decided to give my Bonapartenicus an unfortunate lizard in its mouth, which may be slightly inaccurate, as upon further research, this animal's mouth was better adapted for only eating termites than it was for eating larger prey, although I will say it's not completely out of the picture for them to go after and eat smaller prey. Well, that's our Bonapartenicus done, and now it's time to spin the wheel. So, now it looks like we'll be drawing Pegomastax? Okay, I definitely don't know that one. Alrighty, I'll give it a quick Google. Ew! Okay, I definitely know that one. Why does it look like a rat? Okay, jokes aside, I have definitely seen Pegomastax before, and while it might look interesting, to say the least, it's still a very fascinating little heterodontosaur from the Jurassic. This animal was herbivorous, with its interesting teeth being used to eat tougher plant material and fill an ecological niche that wasn't filled by its toothless relatives. Pegomastax is native to southern Africa, more specifically South Africa, Lesotho, and that general region. This was a very small herbivore, being less than a meter long, weighing about as much as a domestic house cat. I would do a funny comparison for my viewers who don't use the metric system, but there isn't much to go off of. The only weight things I could find was that it weighed similar to a house cat. I will just say that it was about 2 feet long. Other than that, I drew this Pegomastax running, open-mouthed, showing off its beautiful set of teeth, which is what sets it apart from other dinosaurs. Well, I think we've had enough of this little rat of a lizard. Time to move on to our third and final animal. Looks like we got Deinocheirus. I definitely know this one. It's the beloved giant duck from Mongolia. This animal is a favorite to many people, and certainly among people in my comment section, as it is one of the few animals that has been suggested by more than one person, and one person on more than one occasion. Dinochirus was a giant ornithomimosaur, and a very interesting one at that, looking almost nothing like its smaller ostrich-like relatives. Dinochirus fossils have been discovered in the Nemegt Formation in Mongolia, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, dating back to the late Cretaceous. This dinosaur lived alongside other famous dinosaurs such as Therizinosaurus, Tarbosaurus, and Velociraptor. Some Dinochirus fossils have even been found with Tarbosaurus bite marks in them, indicating that predation occurred between these two giant theropods. This dinosaur was a very large animal, living in a very swampy wetland environment. Due to the nature of this environment, this dinosaur was likely omnivorous, eating both wetland plants and snacking on the numerous species of fish present in that ecosystem. Dinochirus fossils have caused quite the calamity after their discovery, with the original fossils consisting of nothing but the animal's massive arms, the largest of any known bipedal dinosaur. This gave the animal its name Dinochirus, which translates to horrible hands in Greek. These mysterious arms led to varying and debated depictions of what Dinochirus would have looked like in life, until in 2014 when more complete skeletons were discovered from multiple sites, allowing paleontologists to finally uncover the truth of this giant animal. Dinochirus had a very interesting body plan, possessing a small head compared to the rest of its body, a longer neck, a large humped back supported by extended neural spines, and of course the aforementioned long arms. Dinochirus is an incredibly interesting animal, and I can see why it's loved by so many people. I've drawn mine among swampy reeds, with some water plants hanging from its large bill. I've obviously given it a shaggy coat of feathers, which they likely adopted in life. I also drew various flies and bugs buzzing around the sky, as swamps are usually home to an incredibly wide variety of insects and other creepy crawlies. Other than that, we're all done here. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed using this wheel again, and I've put a link to it in the description, so you can use it for your own purposes, whether it be paleo or otherwise. Don't expect this to be the last of the wheel, though. We might see it some other time. Just another thing, I'm also considering changing my name from Beepus Art to just Beepus, so I can cover more topics, including video essays on dinosaurs and other topics, and potentially video games. Let me know what you think of the change in the comments, or what topics you want me to cover. Also, please consider liking and subscribing, as it helps my channel reach more people, and especially for my long-form content, which tends to perform less well. I'm also trying to reach 200 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'd love to see us reach that goal. Well, that's everything, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.